support and end up in the opposite end zone.
In that tip drill, what do you yell?
For us, it was Oski. Okay, Oski was an interception.
For different teams.
Different teams have different ways of doing it. I've heard bingo, jackpot. The worst I ever heard, though, was Frankenstein. You don't want it to be a three-syllable word.
Yeah.
You want to get it right down and go. Oski is really the preferred word.
Oski. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Getting the sense Charles are going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
In on the stop, it was the UCF product, Shaquem Griffin. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Toss play. This is Anderson. And he's going to get this deep onto Arizona's side of the field. And he will take this all the way down to the Cardinals' 15. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. On first down, it's Samuels. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They run. Anderson. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Bringing him down defensively, Jayon Brown.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
So they do get 3 points, but that's now 3 drives with only the 3 points, not a ratio that's going to win you many ball games.
Not at all, Brandon. And think about it this way. We all know payoff is the key, right? And wouldn't we love to have the concession on every T-shirt that's been printed in football that says finish on it? Because that's the mantra everywhere. Got to be able to finish drives, put points on the board.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. And now he'll let this one go deep. Back up. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. A huge play there for Arizona. 42 yards. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Jackson from the shotgun. Forced out to his left. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. And between the last two plays, they've moved it over half the length of the football field.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
Nyheim Hines, his first carry. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Some good strong running right there, some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Now Jackson. And that is caught by Brown for a Cardinal touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown pass. And the Cardinals push further out in front. You always worry about the plant foot in the snow, but no problems there. And the lead is now 17-3. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is taken at the 3. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Back to the ground. This time it's Anderson. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. First down for the Giants as they pick up 12.
Man, these guys may not win this ball game, but you certainly can't fault the effort of this man here today. He's been a real thorn in their sides all afternoon. And that last carry puts him over the 100-yard mark.
An opening there on that first down run as he gets this forward for about 8 or 9. That looks to be 8 officially, so 2nd and 2.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And he slides to avoid the hit. A gain there of 21 yards.
Pretty nice play here. They go read option, read the defensive end, and when he collapsed down inside, how about the quarterback pulling it, keeping it, and not only getting to the second level, but picking up some really nice yardage.
Very, very well read. Now Trubisky to throw. Setting up the screen. This is Samuels. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. Avery Jones making his presence felt on the sack.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. And that is caught. He's got it for a giant touchdown. Taywan Taylor there to make the grab as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point try good by Gano. And that slices the lead down to 17-10. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field's still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
He's got his tight end over the middle, O.J. Howard. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Brandon Graham. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. That's complete to Hines out of the backfield. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. Flushed out right. Now he'll let this one go deep right sideline. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. Back deep here, Andre Roberts. Oh, it's a wobbler here. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round matchup. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, a trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. This is fielded at the goal line. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession, and that was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. To throw is Jackson. And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Play action. Now Jackson. Deep ball for Goodwin. That's going to be caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Marquise Goodwin, 61 yards. And the Cardinals push further out in front. Tucker now for the extra point. And the lead is up to 14. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger. But no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing. And try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Looking to throw again on second down. Trubisky. He's going to air one out for Anderson. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down.
But it's not been the best game for him. But he definitely tried to get by with a little help from his friend there, trying to create a big play.
Couldn't do it, fell incomplete. But you're right, it hasn't been a banner game here in the second half, just trying to get going.
Big thing is trying to keep confidence.
The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. Alex Okafor drops him for a loss of 14 yards, and it also brings up fourth down. O'Donnell, he's on to punt as he gets this one away. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And the Cardinals, great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10. Jackson on first down. Over the middle, and he's got Goodwin complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Give him 19 there as the drive marches forward.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
They'll run on first down. Hines. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
They go play action with Jackson. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. Jackson looking to throw on third. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Andy Isabella there to make the grab. And the Cardinals push further out in front. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Throwing here, Trubisky. Dancing to his left. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. That one goes for 36 yards. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well. They'll get a few stops.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again. Here's Trubisky to throw. And now he'll tuck it and run. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
Good yardage on first down. Now can they punch it in on second and goal? Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play there, and they're going to need to come up with something better here on. And he is in! Touchdown! Giants. Isaiah Crowell taking it in. And the Giants are able to cut into this lead. Gano the extra point, and the lead will be cut down to 14. And they decide fairly early here they need the ball back, so here's an onside kick. Oh, were the Giants able to recover? Yes. Well, I guess they felt like they needed something to get them going. Maybe you wait for this type of a play, but they try the onside kick, and it works.
I'm starting to wonder if the analytics coach is starting to get involved in the football nowadays. When you see this type of play made, this type of a risk taken, sometimes there's a different influences going into the head coach's ear.
And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out by a few inches. That'll be a first down. From the gun, it's Trubisky. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously, one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Now it's Trubisky. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. That was Dante Jackson, the one who got a hand in to knock it away.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a fourth down decision.
Now it's Trubisky. And my goodness, this is incomplete. The Giants go on fourth but come up empty. And the Cardinal defense is going to get the football back. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
Now, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? Where everything is working for them. Every move they make works. It clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Now it's Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. 17 more yards. They had 17 on the previous snap as well.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He's able to do that.
And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Cardinals push further out in front. Tucker with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. To throw on 2nd and 10, Trubisky. And Roberts with it over the middle. And he's out of bounds, but not before a big pickup that time on what's going to wind up being the final play of the 3rd quarter. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Trubisky. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Roberts. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of 35. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Trubisky to throw again. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown from 6 yards away. And the Giants are able to draw a bit closer. Extra point try good by Gano. And the lead will be cut down to 14. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense.
Play action. It's Jackson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Grant. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down. Jackson now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the 2nd half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Jackson. Throw left side, completes Isabella.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Throwing is Jackson. Being chased out left. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
On 3rd down, it's Hines, and they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game. But this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football. Because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
And throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Protein spill. Alert, alert. Alert, alert.
Now Trubisky. Connects it to Roberts, right side. The 40. The 30. 10. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Seth Roberts, 91 yards. As his guys are back within a single score. Gano now to add the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. This game has really flipped on its head. 2 unanswered touchdowns by the other side, and now they take over here with just a very slim 1-score lead.
And we've seen this how many times now? Teams get a big lead, they go into coast mode, and all of a sudden they're scrambling and battling for a win down the stretch. They've got to put something together right here, otherwise they're in danger of doing the old snatching defeat from the jaws of victory.
On 2nd and a couple, Jackson. He finds his tight end, Howard. That's complete. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. O.J. Howard, 63 yards. And the Cardinals push further out in front. They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was. And if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. Now Trubisky to throw. Over the middle, that's caught by Taylor. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. Looking to throw Trubisky on 1st down. Buying time to his left. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
So many times we talk about having good eye discipline when you're playing defense, making sure your eyes are in the proper place on a given play. Looks like that discipline came to the front there, didn't it? They were able to hold him for a short gain when he took off running.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 25-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. That is caught inside the 5. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Taywan Taylor, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, as his guys are back within a single score. Gano the extra point, and now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You've got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and then, by the way, also the 2-minute warning in place, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. Escaping the pressure right. And some space here. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now it's Hines. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Second and 12, and you'd have to assume another all-out effort to stop the run is coming. Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. Over the middle here to Brown. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. From midfield now, here's Jackson. He gets it to Brown, complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 25-yard line. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Jackson fakes the give and keeps it. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. The penalty moves him into the red zone here on 1st and 10. It'll be a handoff to Pollard. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 18-yard line.
And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off. That's going to set them back 5 yards.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Play action. Now Jackson. Throw right side, caught by O.J. Howard. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a first down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10. So they stay alive in the NFL playoffs, move on to the conference championship. And do you think that the printing press is starting to get those T-shirts and hats ready, my friend?
They have to, Brandon. They have to be ready because if you win, you've got to hand those out on the field right away. And just think about the pressure for the players now. Families are going to be talking about tickets to the Super Bowl even before you play the conference championship game.
So that'll do it. For my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long from MetLife Stadium.